All right, let's talk about taking music and arts to the street. Now, this is one approach that has been done by a local program that has been working and working really, really well. It's not just a matter of saying, oh, let's give the homeless people a meal and send them on their way. No, this is give the homeless people a life that they can start and they can continue. And Jeffrey Sidkoff is here. He is with Doors of Change. And you have brought in one of your buddies and a great success story here. And this is Deshaun. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
To both of you.
Good morning.
Congratulations, first of all, on this program. For the folks at home who might not be aware of what you do, Jeffrey, first of all, you and I did your first interview together, and you just told me that was 16 years ago.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was just a vision and a dream for you. Where are we today?
We've helped over 1,800 youth off the streets together. Our music and art program won Best Youth Program of the Year award 3 years ago. We've seen 3,200 visits, about 1,600 youth. We have a housing program now. We just celebrated our first anniversary of the housing program. It's a up to 2 years self-sufficiency program.
Yes. Now, I don't know if we can get a camera on this, but I wanted to show this because this is a very interesting thing that you have done. Your group, and through the generosity of the community, you have raised money to actually get into this house up by San Diego State, and you have 4 kids living in this house. Tell us how this, well, Deshaun, you live there.
Yep.
So good morning to you again. How does that feel, man, to move into your own house? I know that you were down and out, man.
Yep.
Yeah, so tell us about this.
Well, I was in a situation, I had my own place, worked, and then I ended up falling off, lost my job, and went through a struggle phase, and luckily the program was there to pick me up, and it's a very lovely home, and it's more than that. It's the structure to help strengthen you, build a resume, get a job, and to help you see the bigger picture, you know. It's amazing, to be honest with you. It's a beautiful program.
It is.
And,
now, and you are also involved in the music program.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about this, how it helped you and how it sort of gave you like a purpose.
Well, I always loved music, but the music program really teaches you to play the instrument, and music has an interesting quality about it. It helps you it can heal your soul, literally. And the music program is great. It helps a lot of the youth in the community. It gives them a passion, a thing to do, and so they're not out there just doing whatever, you know, and it gives them hope.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely, and it seems to have worked for you. Look at you now. I mean, you look great, you're healthy, right?
Yes,
how
sir.
you doing? Tell us what you're doing these days.
Well, I go to college for real estate, and I'm in the process of starting my own corporation, designing things for the future, such as like drones, smart homes, like things, yeah.
All right, so big dreams.
Yes, sir.
And that is a long way from falling off the grid, isn't it?
Yes,
and
sir.
Jeffrey, he is one of the many stories that you have, and you have a board right here, and hopefully we can show that as well while we talk about this. But all these kids in these pictures of these kids are success stories, Jeffrey.
Well, you know, these kids don't trust anybody. And it took 6 or 9 months normally for outreach for kids to say, I'll come into housing. Within a month now, we've had kids say, I want to go into housing. Several kids, about 40 kids. And so this music program, we're trying to expand it now, Dan, because even though they're still on the streets, we still can give them case management. We'll get their ID so they can get a job, get medical insurance, get food stamps, get psychological services. And it costs about $25,000 a year for us to add that to our program. So we're having a concert next Sunday in Ocean Beach where we have our program.
Right.
The kids are going to perform at it. They're going to speak at it. We're going to have a lot of local talent, great talent there. But more importantly, people can see firsthand what these youth in our program are doing, and hopefully they're going to be touched and want to help us further.
Well, you know, as I said a minute ago, the mayor has said that homelessness is his #1 priority for this year.
Yeah.
You have a program that is clearly a model that works.
Yes.
Have they reached out to you?
Yes.
How are you working with the mayor?
The mayor and Scott Peters, Congressman Scott Peters, were at our ribbon cutting program a year ago. And Mayor Faulkner is very touched by what we're doing, and we're working on setting up an appointment with him. We're waiting right now for the appointment, but we want to work closer with him because there's so many kids. We're number 6 in the United States for homeless kids here. Number 6.
Yeah.
There's about 2,500 kids his age, 18 to 24, they're in our street stand. There's 26 beds now for that age group that are not foster kids. Yeah. If they're foster kids, there's more beds. But if they're not high level, there's only 26 beds for these street kids.
All right, so before we let you go, though, we do have a big event. So this is Sunday, and we're going to talk about that as we get closer
Next
as well.
Sunday.
Next Sunday, not this Sunday, not
Yes.
tomorrow. But you have brought in a historic piece of musical instrument
Yes.
here, and you are going to be auctioning this off. This is in April, which I'm the host, actually, of your event.
Yes.
So tell us about this before we move along.
Sure. Firstly, they can get tickets on site, but go to our website at doorsofchange.org for the concert this coming next Sunday. But this actually was donated back to us by Sandra Phelps, who bought it for $25,000 12 years ago. Never used it. It's been in this case the whole time. She's got a terminal illness. She called me and said, I want to give this back to you to help more kids. And so we're trying to find another donor that will actually pay for the case manager just in this alone.
So your case manager, if you sold this for $25,000,
Yes.
that would take care of your case manager.
Yes.
And then these kids would have another layer of,
Yes.
of protection as they go. And did we mention it's signed by Elton John?
Yes, with
Have
love,
we
Elton
mentioned?
John. No, with love, Elton John. That's the third keyboard that he signed for us.
Yeah.
And we've raised between $25,000 to $36,000 on his keyboards. She bought this for $25,000. We want to sell it for $25,000 or greater if someone wants to give us a larger donation. But this alone will help thousands of kids in our music program.
Well, you're the best. Thank you so much. Jeffrey Sitkoff, Doors of Change, used
Yes.
to be Photo Charity, so if some people remember it as
Yes.
that. Deshaun, what a great story that you have. Congratulations, and good luck on the future.
Thank you, sir.
And I know that you're a great example for what can happen through this. So, Doors of Change, Jeffrey Sitkoff.
Doorsofchange.org they can go to.
All right, if you want to help out and do some real change for our homeless kids out there. Man, good stuff, Jeffrey.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. All right, take a break. We'll see you in a minute.
Good job.
Nice job, Deshaun.